Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, your sister Frame, and Yolanda. The name Frame, Yolanda and Frame are coming in like right away. And something about they live in shame. It's about body shaming you and blaming you for everything they do. And someone who's playing with voodoo. And children were present in the preliminary. So much is coming in. It's like, I have to tell you right now. Welcome, my lovies. Welcome, because someone may try to distract you all the time, or you could be noticing that when you try to focus on something, someone is deliberately trying to distract you with some drama, or it's like, oh, I'm like, you're working on something or you're speaking to someone and someone's like, oh, by the way, I have something very important. This needs your attention. Pay attention to that energy because that's present for you, and something is affecting. Someone doesn't want you to see that something is affecting a child, and something about a church witch. Saturday night sinner, voodoo doer, hexer, curser, stalker, liar, cheater, deceiver, and then a Sunday churchgoer. That's there for you, for some of you. And something is affecting a child that's important to you, or your child. But anyways, my lovies, welcome. We have to start abruptly, apparently, but welcome to our day ones, our new subscribers, and everyone in between. Welcome to Truth Council 23 with me. It's about Juan. It's about Bautista. It's about Bati. Welcome everybody to Truth Council 23 with me, your sister, friend, and spiritual wifey for lifey, Truth Nuñez, and our spiritual council. Welcome, my lovies. Thank you so much for allowing me to be this channel for almost 20,000 of you. Thank you for allowing me to just be a clear vessel for so many of you. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, your comments, your subscribes, your super chats, your contributions to this work. It truly means a lot to me. If you need a private read, you know what to do. You always look in the description box or in the pinned comment, and you will find all of the information there to schedule a private consultation with me. Thank you so much, my lovies. Again, thank you for allowing me to be this channel. You always take what resonates and you leave the rest. If you need a private read, you know what to do. I want to give thanks to my ancestors. I want to give thanks to, you should be thanking your ancestors for some of you. A child is going to be protected, but you need to do what you need to do, or an innocent person, or a pet, or a new beginning. But you need to do your part as well. You can't control what somebody else does. That's their karma. But you can, however, control the way you behave, the actions you take. It's important in a situation, very important, because for some of you, you're dealing with malicious, somebody could be in their early 20s or maybe mid 20s, or maybe even if somebody is not in their 20s, there's arrested development. Someone is very, they could have been this way their whole life, but really hid their shadow side. Someone is very evil-minded. They're not healthy. They're full of envy. They're not healthy for a child that's important to you, or someone that's important to you that has a child. They are not healthy for themselves. Someone is very mean girls, mean guys. This could be, someone could have gotten a group together under a lot of lies. They all live in the same frequency. It's kind of like a parasitic energy. God wants you to protect a child or an innocent person or a pet, but strong a child for some of you, because someone cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. They're actually quite dangerous. I'm just a messenger here. You could do whatever you want to do. I was watching a video. God brought me to watch two videos before starting. One was about someone's baby's mother who he broke up with. He took it upon himself. He's like, that's enough. I'm breaking up with you. He didn't want to let her back into his house. She was acting, he could tell it was going to blow up. And he was asking her to leave. She didn't want to leave. He said, you can't tell me what to do anymore. That set off her demons. She grabbed a rock and started throwing it at his door. And he's like, yo, what the heck, you crazy itch? Like, what the heck? she started throwing the door. He was recording the whole thing, so it was all caught on camera. So, I mean, he should have called the police, but, you know, it is what it is. Something about calling the police on someone's niece. So somebody also has like a toxic niece that they brainwashed. So she broke the glass of his door and broke in. So that's breaking and entering. He's still recording. She's trying to hit him. She starts breaking things in his house. For some of you, you got an energy, or someone around you has an energy like that. That's the mother of his child. There was another video that I watched after that, where there was a guy that he was dating a female and he was living with her, and he had a child with his ex. And they had a very healthy co-parenting relationship. They said, we're gonna make this work for the baby. But there was love. And unfortunately, I think that he started to see the beauty in his baby's mother during their co-parenting. So he was with this other female that was very insecure. She started kind of like attacking their relationship, like their co-parenting situation, trying to create like drama. Like she didn't want them to talk. It's like, what the heck? You don't know what you were getting yourself into? The dude has a child. Like, she ended up killing his baby. She was researching for a while. She thought she had deleted evidence. Again, everything you do online could be traced. Something that's gonna blow up in someone's face, and something about Tracy. So he started noticing that his baby was having digestion issues, and something about somebody who's gonna need a lot of tissues. So he started noticing that his baby had digestion issues, and this woman was secretly poisoning his child. She started getting like, she started researching like things that are common, like poison for children. And she started giving that to the baby like on a schedule, like every so often. So the baby would visit every 2 weeks, and she would basically be poisoning the baby. The mother was always like paying attention to her baby's health, and she would notice right away, like, something's off with my baby. Let me go take my baby to the emergency room. And she started noticing, like, why is the baby always eating like foreign objects when she's with her dad? She never does that with me. I know my baby. I watch her all the time. So she started paying attention to the signs, but unfortunately, the judge told her that she had to let the baby visit, and something was telling her, her mother's intuition was kicking in, like, I don't want my baby going over there. I really don't want my baby going over there. She was getting a bad feeling. So finally, the crazy ass ended up poisoning the baby. She gave her, what was the last object she gave her was a metal nail. So she forced the baby to swallow a metal nail, and she forced the baby to swallow nail polish remover. And unfortunately, the baby did end up dying. The woman is still awaiting trial. For some of you, and she's 20 years old. She went to prison when she was 20 for this stupidity. Someone is not just, it's not about immaturity. Someone is like evil. Like it's almost like they never did the spiritual work. Somebody has like a demonic possession. They don't have a balance between their shadow and their light. And they're filled with envy. Like they want to control even what doesn't even belong to them. For some of you, that energy is there. I have to tell you what I have to tell you. Giving thanks to God Almighty, the source where we all come from and where we will all return. I want to give thanks to my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nuñez Maldonado. I want to give thanks to my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nuñez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors that protect and love and guide all of you. I invite you to honor all religious forces, spiritual forces, natural forces, and God Almighty, again, the source where we all come from and where we will all return, because no matter what, we are all one. Amen. Ashe and Lakesh Alakim. For some of you, I have to tell you, my lovies, someone's not good for a child. Someone should not be around. So a janitor could be significant. Let me get some names for you right away, because this energy is very important. Someone is wicked. They're wicked. They're immature. Someone fell for a sex demon, because when I was watching these two videos, I was getting downloads about like lust. Someone confused lust and love and felt for someone. Somehow felt for someone. Like someone could have seen like a youngster, maybe someone is in their early 20s, going through like a difficult time. Someone's a spoiled brat. It's like, I've been through difficult times in my life. Nobody decided to, not that would work for me. That's not my personality, but everybody's been through difficult times. Suck it up, buttercup. It's like, suck it up, buttercup. Everyone's been through difficult times. I've been going through difficult times, and not to mention that I also go through very beautiful focus. You got to focus. So out of Ford focus, I go through beautiful blessings all the time. So I really can't complain. But at the same time, I've been through my fair share of not so fun times. Everybody goes through them. Somebody's having too much empathy for someone that deserves zero empathy because they are not empathetic at all. The Queen of Cups in the upright, the King of Cups in the upright. You're not a martyr. You are empathetic. You can feel for all types of people. But at the end of the day, you own your shit today. That's yours to own. 1111, karma, justice. I was seeing justice. I was seeing actually the cards that came out yesterday for you. Queen of Cups to the justice. King of Cups to the justice. Males or females in this energy. I am balanced in my emotions and what I need to give you. I'm not over giving. And if I don't have to give you anything, bye-bye. Hope you don't die. And if you do, sucks for you. So now somebody who was playing with voodoo on you or voodoo on someone that you love. Sucks for you. Figure it out, voodoo. Use your voodoo to get out of your mess. It's about DJ Ness. Someone who's obsessed and jealous. Something about Los Angeles. Use your voodoo to manifest new work and maybe a fucking saner brain. It's about Sailor Moon. We have the name Atharv. We have the name Atharv. Something about wanting to starve a child. I don't trust someone's energy around innocent people or children or even pets. William, or the people that feel or like indefensive. Somebody is a snake and they are also really like, they like to abuse the innocent. I'm just a messenger here. Someone can't be left alone with like, it's not a homeless person. Someone can't be left alone with like, it's about Udelka or Udelki. It's about Belky. Someone can't be left alone with like an innocent being or like someone they feel like is vulnerable, like someone with disabilities or someone that can't defend themselves. They can't be left alone. They can't. It's about a nurse or someone who used to work in the medical field. They can't be left alone. They can't. They really cannot. They would poison someone. It's like somebody got like weird ticks in their mind. Violet, Logan. For some of you, I was also getting like, this isn't for you, but it's affecting someone that cares about you or maybe even loves you. And they're dealing with a group of very immature vultures. They have the energies of vultures, but they can think they're like Disney princesses, but they have the energies of vultures. They behave like vultures. They think like vultures. They act like vultures. They fight for the scraps. The name James. The name Lucas. Something about getting paid by a rich man to commit crimes. And the name James is important. Something about hedge fund manager. Someone is a thief and they're a fake successful person. Charlotte. We have the name Mateo. Mateo wants to hide. The name Grace. The name Lily. The name Noah. The name Benjamin. Strong James. For some of you, I am seeing like someone who's supposedly a hedge fund manager. They're a thief. James, and they would do anything to appear like they're fancy. Someone's actually quite wicked. I'm seeing the Frenchman from The Matrix. The Frenchman from The Matrix. Somebody has energy like that. Hunter. The name Nora. The name Diana. The name Israel or Rio. It's about Rio. The name Amaya, Anaya, Anja could be significant. The name Aria. The name Shannon or Sharon. The name Julia. The name Remy. It's about Juliana. the name Kayla, the name Alexander, the name Ray, strong Alexander, today. The name Luna, Lucas, Jack, Jacqueline, the name Oliver, Xavier, the name Abel, the name Mabel, Marlene, the name Chloe, the name Ray. Ray wants to hide. Ray doesn't want to be involved. Jesse, Astrid, Ivy, Oliver, Kieran, Kiara, Sierra, Valeria, Valerie, Veronica, Vivian, Noah, Lily, Nico, Rico, Chloe, Puerto Rico, Rico, William, strong William, Muhammad, Lyric, the name Axel, the name Miriam, some Momo, Elise, some Monica, Eleanor, Hazel, Lily, Lila, Delilah, Lillian, Jillian, Elise, Strong Hunter, Ophelia, Arelis, Hadassah. It's about Habisha. It's about Habibi, Lyra, Lyric, Grace, Scarlett, Zoe. Someone wants to blame Zoe, but Zoe ain't here. Eloise, Elian, Elias, Carter, Elijah, Caleb. It's about Coco, Jasper, George, Scarlett, Jalen, Ian or Ian. Ian. That one's like Ian. Evan. I'm gonna throw Evan away. Evan, let's go. Let's go. Evan's going. Or Evan, let's go. Kevin. Kevin, be present. Shout out to the Kevins. Kevin, be present in your life. With the French toast. Luca needs a spiritual bath. Luca needs a spiritual cleanse. There's a lot of hex work around a Luca or the letters L, U, C, or A. There's a lot of hex work around the letters L, U, C, or A. You could look up the numbers for those letters as well. Those people need a spiritual bath if those numbers or letters are important to you or someone important to you. The name Samuel, the name Araya, Eloise, Priscilla, so Princeton, Emmanuel, so Emmanuel, Carter, strong Carter. How many freaking Carters do we have? Nora, Nova, Nolan, Alexander is impregnating someone. Sunny. Aisha. Avi. It's about the Navi. Josephine. Or Joseph. Zoe. Oh, there's Zoe. Zoe is here. Or Zoe. Zoe is here. But at the end, Zoe. Or Zoe. Okay. At the end of the day, we got Zoe or Zoe. So, okay, we do have Zoe. Nova, it's about Enzo, it's about Lorenzo. Aurora, Anya, I told you like Anya or Anaya is present for some of you. Anya or Anaya is present for some of you. The name Peter, the name Sarah, the name Jason, the name Jackson, the name Jordan, the name Isha. It's about Laurisha or something like that. Sky. It's about Christina. It's about a dead friend that protects you. Cillian, the name Cillian. I'm telling you, like Cillian, William, Jillian, those names. Asher, Charlotte, and Zoe at the end twice. I'm gonna throw this one away too. All right, I wanna get a name book for you. And there's Zoe, there's Zoe. So Zoe and Zoe. It's about Enzo. Camille. Oh, so you know what I remember the other day? she's not Camille. Her name is not Camille. It's Camilla, queen or princess or whatever the hell she is, Camilla. And then I saw something about her this morning, Prince Charles and something, invite Camilla or something. I don't know. Camilla's been in the field. Take that. Something about Camilla's been in her fields. Milo. So about Venus de Milo. Something about O'Reilly. Something about Aurelis. Something about the hills. I'm seeing the hills. You remember the hills, Laguna Beach? Remember the hills from MTV? MTV could be significant for you. The hills could be significant for you. I used to live in Huntington Beach when I moved from... Someone from Oceanside. Somebody moved from Oceanside. It's about somebody who is suicidal and has a lot of false idols. It's about falsetto. It's about Geppetto, a pedophile. But when I moved from Los Angeles, I was in Culver City at the time, and I moved down to Huntington Beach so I could work for BDS Marketing to represent Motorola. Everything is coming in for a reason. What year was that? 2016? Maybe 2016 could be significant. Something coming back from 2016. What is that? A 10-year fucking cycle? Oh, Jesus. That's what it feels like. It's like, what the fuck? 10 years and still? Some anvil. Something about the Roadrunner. And the name James is important in this situation. It's about Jane Doe. All right, I want to start with the true crimes because that's what I want to start with. Just because of the frequency. Corrupt as fuck. There could be, okay. Someone is definitely having digestion issues. There are digestion issues. Someone's having digestion issues. Again, it could be a child or someone important to you. Someone's having digestion issues because they're being, for some of you, there is poisoning in the field. I'm just a messenger. There is poisoning in the field. It doesn't have to be like poison, like cyanide poisoning. Not that explicit in nature. But like the girl bought little gel tablets. Like she tried to like poison the baby by having her ingest like things she couldn't digest. Someone is putting things that can't be digested into something. It's something about somebody who is a child molester. So there's a child molester trying to keep a situation under control. This is almost like, I was reading yesterday that post that I posted about something about Sonata. I'm seeing a Toyota Sonata, but something about Lauren or something about Lorena. But I'm seeing that post that I posted about Selena and Yolanda and how Yolanda murdered Selena to cover up a lesser crime. Like, you're going to murder someone to cover up that you embezzled? Like, embezzlement depends on how much it is, your first offense, blah, 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 blue. How many years are you looking at? Versus murder? Like someone is like, okay, not to mention someone's actually really stupid. They can think they're really smart. Like someone could be very like well studied, like maybe years of schooling, maybe high titles, maybe they've been in their role for a long time. They know an industry very well, especially like if finance means something. But someone's actually quite stupid or insane. God's saying it's not necessarily stupid, it's more like insane. Someone's insane. They're trying to clean something up. This is all about cleaning something or hiding something. For some of you, you could actually be cleaning. For those of you who this energy doesn't speak to in a very like criminal way, you could be cleaning up energy today. You could be doing spring cleaning. For some of you, spring cleaning, or somebody needs a cleanse, a spiritual cleanse. For some, take what resonates. If there are somebody who needs a colon cleanse. We have an accident. We have drugs or poison. Not surprised. And we have imprisonment. Okay. For some of you, I'm also getting how, again, I grew up with twins. I grew up with some twins. We knew each other since we actually used to have baby pictures together. It was 2 girls, 2 boys. So it was me and Vanessa and then our 2 brothers, but they were twins. But it was almost like, because we were also close in age, it was almost like Eric and I were twins and they were twins. And somebody who is very suicidal and they have a lot of false idols. So Davis, who's Vanessa's brother, he went to prison. And so we always, for a while, I haven't seen any of these people in years, and one is dead. But for a while, we always like kept tabs on each other because we all grew up together, and we all like it was actually quite beautiful. Like I enjoyed our connection. So the twin went to prison, and this was, when did Davis die? Dang, it's already been 10 years. I don't think so, not yet. He died in prison, and they said like supposedly like he got sick, but his family, the disease they said he had, it doesn't even run in the family. It's just very, and they had him like on a drug regimen. So I'm thinking like something had to do with what they were giving him. For some of you, I am also getting like someone in prison is going through some type of poisoning, because there was also a video that I saw. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on my timeline of weird ways to die in prison. And one was like, it had to do with pipes. And the other one had to do with being burned to death because the water was too hot. But I'm getting, for some of you, someone needs to be careful, or someone that you care about. This could be someone you grew up with. They went to prison, or you'll be hearing that someone went to prison, and they need to be very cautious. I think somebody can survive. I think someone can survive, but there's an issue with someone in prison for some of you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have a gift here. We have a hidden gift. There is a hidden gift. We have an inside job. For some of you, someone's definitely like in prison. We have an insider is hidden. Someone received a gift to cause an accident or to poison someone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have a landfill. We have a tunnel. And we have suicide. I told you someone's suicidal. It's like you do something really stupid to cover up the other stupid things you've done. It's like, and the stupid thing you're about to do, it's really stupid. Like, what the fuck? My lovies, for some of you at this point, and we did talk about this last year, but for those of you who are new, it's not the time to be on bullshit, my lovies. It really is not. Like, there was an energy yesterday present of everything will come to light. Everything. No one, just because you envy someone and you wish you were them, this was coming in, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because you think they live a certain life, everything will come to light. There is no need to be in an inner fight, because everything will come to light. Everything will come to light. So it's just better to be honest. It really is. It's like, this is who I am. If you like my dark and my light, this is who I am. And if you don't like it, that's okay too. Go find your soul tribe that's right for you. No need to have yourself in some type of mental prison or physical prison over obsession. Last week, I saw this thing of this man who found a celebrity online, and I talked about him. He went to Comic-Con and he became obsessed with the Green Ranger. In his delusional mind, the Green Ranger was an evil person. For some of you, you're being protected. You're being protected from a psychopath. In his delusional mind, he became obsessed with proving that the Green Ranger was an evil person, that he was on drugs. He told the police that he knew that the Green Ranger was on drugs, and that's why he had to kill him. In his delusional mind, that's how he justified his craziness. He had to kill the Green Ranger because he was doing secret things and he deserved to die. So he started hatching up a plan of how he was going to kill the Green Ranger, how he was going to stalk him. He was stalking him. He went to Comic-Con where the Green Ranger was, and he reached out to somebody else that he knew that was also famous, and she called the authorities. She's like, hey, just listen. This guy, it's not a joke. He has problems, and he's out here telling me that he's at Comic-Con and he's about to kill people. And the police showed up and arrested him. He's doing 25 years in an insane asylum. For some of you, someone got mental issues like that. They don't know how to let things go. They could be stalking someone that has some type of notoriety, and in their delusional mind, this person is evil. They're on drugs and making shit up. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For some of you, you may need to get law enforcement involved in a situation. I have to tell you. To protect the innocent and to protect the children. That girl that reported that crazy ass guy, she was like, I was also thinking like he has no consideration for the fact that families go to Comic-Con. There's a bunch of people there. Like, you're going to traumatize the children with your killing. Like, so there's some people that just don't care. I told you, for some of you, you have a gift in your field, a lot of gifting. Someone could, for some of you, on a more positive note, you have someone that is going to secretly give you a gift. And this is like okay, maybe not so secret. It's not going to be held secret for too long. If it is a secret, it's like, no, I'm not trying to like do anything shady. Somebody's gonna give you a gift. It's not gonna be kept a secret. Gift hidden inside in the reverse. Something is gonna be outside. Or maybe like someone's gonna tell you like, can you come outside with me and give you a gift? If someone does like want to keep this hidden, something has to do with like their heart, because there's a lot of green over here. Greensboro could be significant for you. North Carolina could be significant for you. For some of you, someone does want to give you a gift and or someone important to you, or you want to gift someone something, but it's like, I want to keep this hidden. Like, I don't want everyone to know that I gave you a small loan of $1 million. What is that? Donald Trump. That energy has been very present. This could be like political gifting for some of you. I don't think someone's trying to do it in a shady way. It doesn't feel like it. But this has to do with cleaning something up. Maybe, again, someone wants to correct a wrong. LeBron. It's about LeBron. Some about Drewski. Some about your new Booski. We used to say that in high school. Booski. We have an accident. We have drug and poison. I am seeing that girl that Drewski was dating. It's about body shaming you and blaming you for everything they do. Dang, what's her name? The one that he did the Shrek skit with. Shrek could be significant for you. Something about Chirac. Someone went to the military in Iraq. They went through that. Iran. I'm getting like war in the such a political term. Middle East. What does that even fucking mean? Middle East? Middle East? Huh? It's like, excuse me? Middle East? I don't know why I'm trying to protect my womb. Like I'm trying to protect the womb. I'm trying to protect actually my stomach. Liver. For some of you, checkups, medical checkups. Just check yourself. Go to the medics for some of you if you're feeling like you need to. If you're feeling weird aches and pains, check yourselves, my lovies. Take care of your health, however you take care of your health. But for some of you, something is, or someone important to you, if they're complaining about certain symptoms, it's important to pay attention to your body at this time, or someone important to you. Somebody who is very naughty. It's about Nadia. It's about naughty by nature. Accident, drugs, and poison, and imprisonment. Okay, for some of you, someone is going to prison. Somebody could be driving under the influence, and you could hear that they go to prison. Some about influenza. Some about Lorenzo. You have here drugs and accident. An accident caused by someone driving under the influences in the field. Excuse me. Yeah, they were under the influence. For others of you, landfill, tunnel, and suicide. Like the very straightforward way of looking at this is like landfill, tunnel, and suicide. Someone secretly killing themselves in a shit show. But for others of you, like in a more esoteric. Okay, esoteric could be significant for you. I never use Eric, the name Eric. Landfill, tunnel, and suicide. For some of you, I am getting like someone's living outside. Someone's homeless. And they're living outside. Someone could be living like by a landfill, near a landfill. For some of you, I don't know, there's cleanup energy. There's cleanup energy. So God's reminding me, like, this all has to do with a cleanup. This all has to do with, like, for some of you, I don't know, like cleaning up a landfill in a more like literal way. Because then we get like tunnels, moving trash. And then there's like a self-transformation because of this. Like this is a self-imposed thing. For others of you, I am getting like, some people don't want something cleaned up because it exposes the hidden. There is a theme of doing like, because something is being cleaned up, doing more extreme and irrational criminal things in order to get away with things. That's like, well, it is almost like, this is like, you're running payroll and you mess up on payroll, and instead of just correcting the one mistake, you delete the whole thing. It's like, so you did one big stupid thing to not have to deal with one small thing that could be fixed. This is almost like cancel everyone's payments, but it's like, cancel everyone's payments because we messed up on one thing that could be fixed? Is that how far we are in our ego and in our delusion? Like, this is how unbalanced we are? Like, we have to go to that extreme? It's like you place, okay, foundation is a little bit different. Like if like someone's trying to rationalize, it's like, well, the whole foundation is off. That's an easy fix. Like, it's an easy fix. Something's a very easy fix, but like someone wants to like self-sabotage because of it. Boom. Okay. Let's see what the Bosch's Tarot has to say. Feel stupid. I told you, I'm not trying to be mean. It's the energy. Fucking stupid. Ignorant. Stupidity. I told you, I'm just a messenger. But like people that think they're really, 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 really intelligent. And for some of you, there's somebody, especially, this is not Taurus. A Taurus may want to pretend like they want to fix something, but they're the stupidest one. I was like, I'm just it's about somebody who went and bought a gun. They're actually the most stupidest one. I'm seeing, okay, for some of you can look like that. Someone can look like that. Something about somebody who is a fake gym rat who's actually a stalker. There's somebody like, especially like a Taurus energy, but you take it how it resonates. Like, it's like they want, I'm smelling makeup. I'm smelling like makeup, like powder, foundation. Like somebody wants to like clean, like it's like, I'll take the lead. I am actually the one that knows. It's like, shut the fuck up. So shut the fuck up. You didn't even know when to propose. Conflict, adversity, and stupidity, ignorance. And it fell over cleanup. 8, strength. Something about somebody who thinks they're your soulmate, but they're not. It's something about somebody who has been, husbandry, who has been caught, and they lied a lot. Page of Vessels, promotion, hard work, dedication, loyalty, and your career. This is over accident, drugs, poison, imprisonment. Okay. You want a few? Saw your nephew. Something about your niece does too. I was getting 5. I was getting Taurus. There it is. Hierophant, 5. The Surgeon. Health, removal of blockages, and unnecessary worry. The Surgeon. I told you, for some of you, you do have to go to a medical facility. But God doesn't want you to worry. The Surgeon, health, removal of blockages, and unnecessary worry. A Taurus could be significant for you. Hierophant, drugs and poisoning. So we have the medical system present, and we have getting drugs through the medical system for some of you. We have a promotion. Somebody can work in healthcare and is getting promoted for some. Take what resonates. So after someone else gets demoted, someone needs to get demoted. Prince of Books, dominance, overcoming challenges, and patience. When it comes to imprisonment and cleanup. Okay. If someone is in prison and they need medical treatment, it is advised that someone take it slow. More on this? Jesus. Prince of Skates, indecision, too many options, and balanced pleasure. They're being asked to be patient when it comes to medical treatments, especially serious medical treatments. I saw this beautiful gentleman yesterday, and he was talking about how he was in his early 20s, and he was talking about how he always had back pain issues until he started taking his health seriously. Baron of Skates, troublemaker, confidence, fun, and enjoyment in the reverse. Someone cannot cause trouble. They are not confident and they're not having a good time when it comes to someone else getting promoted, working hard, being dedicated, being loyal, and having a career. Queen of Berries, fertility, a powerful female, and motherhood. Okay, for some of you, we have positive energy here. I also got a download of a liar who said that someone's infertile when they are actually fertile. For some of you, you're dealing with people that are like groupies. You have groupies trying to create trouble. I'm just a messenger. Queen of Birds, dull outlook, austerity, piety, and knowledge over a gift. Somebody is short. Someone's very short. King of Birds, purification, work, unending activity is hidden. Sin of lust. I told you lust is in the field. I told you lust is in the field. Someone confused love and lust. Sex, passion, extravagance, and excess. Someone secretly gave a gift to someone that is lustful. Or someone got a gift from someone who is lustful. Or someone got a gift to, I don't know, outside. Something has to do with outside. Like sinful behavior, okay. Lustful behavior, but for some sinful. Lustful behavior outside, in an outside setting. Someone gave a gift. A female gave a gift to an air sign. Or an ingrata, hidden. A female got a gift from a King of Swords. Someone, again, could work in finance or some type of fund managing. Someone gave a gift who is lustful to do something outside. Somehow distrustful. When it comes to lust, I am getting like you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it how we do on the Discovery Channel. This is almost like a female gave money to a man to have sex with somebody else. Or to tempt somebody else. An Empress in the reverse. Taurus's toxic mother, for some. For others of you, an Empress in the reverse, an envious femur, someone's gonna break a bone. Somehow while they're home alone, someone's gonna like trip and fall and break a bone. A bad mother, for some of you being cautious with the babies. A bad mother, an envious female, someone who is not spiritually, someone creates from their base energy, someone creates evil shit. Something about stalking you at a dealership. Someone does have madam energy. So somebody could be like a madam. Someone's insecure. They're envious. Again, this could be a mother. This could be an ex for some of you. This could be a baby's mother. Again, I'm seeing that female again that I saw in the beginning that God made me watch a video. She broke into her ex's house because she didn't want to give up the relationship. She wanted to try to control him. Somebody could be trying to control someone with a baby. This female is full of shit. She's trash. And she's envious and obsessed. What do you want me to do? It's just the energy. Somebody gets mad. If this female is being called out, she's mad because she's trashy and stupid. But she thinks she's in love. There's a female who thinks she's in love. This is a bad mother. She raised bad children. I'm just a messenger. They will be known by their fruits. So about somebody who is a prostitute, who has lived like a prostitute. So about a veterinarian. It's about Presbyterian. It's about Manhattan. This woman's a prostitute and she likes to pimp people. She's lived a life like a prostitute. Something about gaslighting you. A female thinks she can gaslight you. This person's obsessed. She feels irrelevant. Yeah, this person's getting bad karma. This one wants to kill herself. She wants to kill herself. She's getting bad karma. Failure, starvation. This person could move. For some of you, you could hear that a toxic mother figure, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. She wants to commit suicide, this crazy ass. Something else, she doesn't want to get sued for harassment. Unfortunately, this one's an abomination. It happens. A lot of people can have children. I just got confirmation. The name Thomas could be significant. Emergency room. I just got something about an emergency room and Thomas. That was confirmation from TikTok. Watch this. A lot of people can have children, but not everybody is a mother and not everybody is a father. Or a dad or a mom. Something about somebody who's always stalking Tom. Someone's an abomination. Just the messenger. Just the messenger. And I told you prostitution is in the field. Prostitution. Someone has the energy. Somebody chose a prostitute to fuck and to make a mother. I'm just a messenger. Somehow somebody who listened to your brother and working with a dirty undercover. You know, to each his or her own. I like to give good advice. And the reason why is because everything you do comes back to you. We are all one. I remember there was a female that my brother thought that he wanted to date. And I'm like, how do you truly feel? You know, you have to trust yourself. Because if you put yourself in this situation, plus my brother's fucking messy. He got me into all types of dramas that didn't even exist. He went around, told people that I did witchcraft on him. I was getting calls from family members asking me if I was doing witchcraft on my brother. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Are you fucking, has everybody lost their mind officially? I mean, I think it's been long gone. But I remember he was dealing with this female that was supposedly such a good mother. And I'm like, something doesn't make sense. Because if you're a truly good mother, you know, day in and day out, I've seen mothers that it's like, there's confirmation. Ariana, the name Ariana could be significant for you. Something about Ariadne. So I see people all the time. They work their 40 plus hours a week. And if they don't work, they're like always there for their children, always there with the activities of the children, paying attention, being a good housewife or a good house husband, taking care of their spouse, taking care of the things in the house. If they work, it's like, okay, this person freaking works all day, has to make time to also take care of the children. Things don't go unnoticed to those who are paying attention. It's about Otis, O-T-I, or S could be significant. Something about people with STDs. It's not hard to see a good parent versus a not good parent. And I have to tell you, a lot of people are shitty parents that only do things for appearances. And this is one. Someone has the energy of a prostitute. This is a person that's leaving the brothel house. Someone's trying to leave a prostitute or someone that has an energy of a prostitute, that they made a mother. Sin of lust. And something else, they fell for it because they listened to your toxic brother, for some of you, or their toxic brother. A brotherhood of fucking retards. I'm just a messenger. It's their energy. Literally a brotherhood of idiots and stupid people. They're trying to clean it up. So someone could be like, yo, y'all gave me bad advice. No, stupid. You took bad advice. No one gave it to you. Because when people give good advice all the time, nobody listens. For some of you, you could have given someone good advice. They're like, nah, yo, they convinced me. But I couldn't convince you to make the right decision. Now you got this crazy ass running around trying to look for problems in places. Is like, yo, you married a fucking groupie. You married a groupie The way you got them is the way you're gonna keep them. There's a groupie here who wants to commit suicide for some of you. I have to tell you what I gotta tell you. We were meant to live for so much more, but we lost ourselves. It's about Araceli. It's about Gabrielle or Gabriella. It's about this is a mighty fine fella. Someone's always like sexualizing everything and everyone. Someone feels like they have nothing real to offer. Yeah, this was the pick. This was your pick. The choice. The lovers. Gemini. This was the pick. The choice. The lovers. I am seeing that video of that man trying to fight off that crazy ass woman that he picked to be the mother of his child. To have a child with. It's about New Brunswick. It's about Wicca. Someone plays a lot with Wicca. Something about someone pays a lot for Wicca. Something about you don't compete where you don't compare. This person's fucking crazy. Like, my love, no one's competing with you. Go find your peace. For some of you, someone's peace is to take themselves out. I have to tell you what I gotta tell you. It's the energy. It's about Flaca. Something about Starvation Nation. Someone is intrusive. This is the type of person that shows up to your business and tries to defame you at your business. This person got no morals. Someone married someone with no respect, no morals. They're a neglectful person, not just to their child, but just in general. They are something about Army General. They are a neglectful person. Someone is a groupie. They married a prostitute. Someone has the energy of a prostitute. Even if this person doesn't like stand on a corner. So this person's going to end up in a coroner's office. Trust, romance, and love. That was the pick. The choice, the lovers. This pick came with bad karma. And something has to do with lust. Someone was seduced by lust, not love. They didn't listen to love. Somebody who didn't learn their lesson when it comes to love. This could even be someone that's like, I'm going to medical school, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. The energy comes dressed up in many different ways. They picked a karmic. It's about the Potomac. It's about Mackenzie. It's about Kennedy. We have the Grail Knight, blaze of glory, trickery, danger, failure, honor, and courage. So somebody has to have honor and courage to clean something up with what they picked. This was their choice. You always give people their choice. Even if you see the direction it's heading in. It's like, it's not hard to see here. It's about somebody who's filled with envy and jealousy. It's about jalousie. So something about Vietnamese. Ooh, that was a throat. Yep. It's about Vietnamese. Someone didn't want me to say that though. They're filled with envy. Someone wants to take themselves out to release their envy. Someone is filled with envy. Unhappiness, seeking change, discontent. I am also getting like always comparing themselves to someone that it's like, this person is projecting. Someone's really stupid as well. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Someone's actually very stupid. Like, this person loves to argue, but they're not smart. Like, someone hates themselves. They don't want to do the work on themselves. It's like, stop looking for imaginary wars. Focus on yourself. Stop trying to break through your ex's fucking windows. It's all sexual innuendos. Like, you're not even attractive. Someone uses their sex a lot, their sex appeal. It's about Key and Peele. They lost all their pride. That's why they want to commit suicide. Somehow, someone feels like they're getting bad luck for 7 years or some shit. Trying to save a toxic relationship. Like trying to, not even just trying to save, like going out of the fucking way every day to make a toxic relationship continue. It's like, what the hell? Someone's a psycho. They are with a psycho. Whoever the fuck this is. This is someone's ex. Someone broke up with someone recently. Like, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I want to clean it up. This is stupid. Someone's finally realizing that this was stupid. That there was no love here. Because I don't see love. Love, the only thing that came out was the choice. The choice. That's it. Lust and conflict. This is what kept a toxic relationship or situationship or connection going here. In an imaginary war with someone that, I don't know, got with someone out of envy. Someone could have gotten paid to get with someone. This is almost like, again, I've shared this with you, right? Like families that come together is like, ooh, he's from the Americas. You better marry him so you could get your visa. Ooh, yeah, he got money. Don't let him go. But he's in love with this hoe. Are you sure it's not you? We're gonna make it. We're gonna lie about her or lie about him. How you get them is how you lose them. You gotta lie on someone else to make yourself be the pick. Maybe you're not the pick. Something about a country hick or a country bumpkin. It's about pumpkin. It's about pumpkin pie. All they do is lie. All they do is spy. You can't be the pick if you lied your way to get in. You're probably not the pick. There's probably a better pick out there. You slandered and stalked and bothered an innocent person for you to be the pick. You're probably not the pick. Just saying. We have good news about someone getting bad karma. And in some cases, if this person takes themselves out, they're not going to be missed. It's like, thank God. I'm a channeler. They are not going to be missed. It's about an RN. Nursing is important in a situation. It's about somebody who is in porno. And that's justice. Balance. Told you justice is present. Very present. Someone will not worry. Intelligence. About a cleanup. Someone is angered. It's about haggard. Filled with anger, hate, blah, blah, blah. There's an unblocking when it comes to a judgment that was made. And someone wants to take themselves out because there's news coming from the courts about someone who lives like a fucking escort. And this person wants to take themselves out. And again, they will not be missed. I saw this video yesterday of this girl. This is, again, everything is coming in for a reason. I saw this video yesterday of this girl. She was it sounded like he had a Dominican accent. And she was, or Cuba could be significant for you, but strong like Dominican. And she was trying to like jump off of this little cliff. And she was a light-skinned liar. She was a light-skinned Spanish person. And for some reason, colorism, someone could be like very racist, but like secretly. So something about someone who's just full of envy. So anything that they can try to attack, even if it sounds irrational, they'll do it. But so anyways, so they were like on this cliff, like a waterfall, and they were gonna jump in. And the guy, he's looking at her and he's like, someone fake laughs a lot. But they cry a lot. Someone cries like every night. Someone is, they're like, I feel like a horrible human being. Someone is a horrible human being. Like, it's like, yeah, my love, you are. You're terrible. But that doesn't mean you got to take yourself out. But somebody, that's what they want to do. Someone's such a coward in their life. They live like a coward. They try to attack people that can't attack them back. Somebody is a coward. They live like a coward, and they're going to die like a coward. I'm just a messenger, my lovies. This is what's out here. Anyways, you get it. But so something about somebody who's very pathetic, and they have no empathy. But so it's about they're filled with jealousy. So which is a disease of the soul. Anyways, so she was jumping off of the thing when she was about to. And the guy's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I'm scared. And he's like, who are you? Who are you? Are you Elon Musk? Are you Mark Zuckerberg? Who are you? You ain't nobody. Just jump. What's the problem? Jump. Like, you ain't nobody. What's the problem? Like, if somebody left this earth, what they are known for, like the legacy they left is like, that's the energy. I'm just a messenger. Like, you're not missed. You're a horrible human being. You try to bully good people. You're a liar. You're a thief. Like, nobody's gonna miss you. Jump. Jump off the waterfall. Who cares? There are people down there already. You're gonna survive. But if you don't, are you the one that's gonna be missed? Probably not. There are people higher up on the list. I'm just the messenger. Just gotta channel the energies how they come. So nobody's gonna fucking miss you. Like, not even my child. You wake up every day looking for fucking drama. No, you don't bring peace. If you gave away something about someone's niece, maybe someone takes care of their niece. If you gave away your niece and gave them to someone else, they would have a happier life. Something about someone that would teach them how to be a real wife. I don't know, maybe somebody adopted their niece. Something about an adopted niece or nephew. It's like, you're a fake sweetheart. You're actually a fucking monster. That's the energy. Just the channeler. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What do you do for humanity? You're not gonna be missed. Jump. I'm seeing that video. That guy's like, jump. You ain't Mark Zuckerberg. You're no Elon Musk. What have you done? Jump. The name Heather, something like, you're not no Heather. I don't know, there could be a Heather that's really sweet. Something about Heather that goes out. I don't know, there's somebody that, okay, the name Heather is important in this energy. But like, going to like shelters, bringing people coats, even if they don't have a lot of money, someone doesn't do it from arrogance. Like, they go and give the shirt off of their back. They try to help people. Rehabilitation. Somebody could work like in a rehabilitation center. Like, you ain't no fucking Heather. Heather's out here fucking trying to save people, seeing the beauty in people, trying to make people feel beautiful. You're actually trying to destroy people that are already beautiful. You're a piece of shit. Die. So you can let go. That's the energy. I am just a channeler. Just a channeler. You take the messages how they resonate. The choice, the lovers. Strong Gemini. Dang, the lovers on top of the lovers? Jesus. Three of Swords in the reverse is to not betray an innocent person. Lying every day, spying every day, stalking every day. Someone could be trying to get people to bring false testimony. You're a piece of shit. I saw this other video yesterday and I cried. I cried for this woman. There was a beautiful, she's actually very beautiful. Like, wow, what a radiant soul, outside and inside. What a beautiful lady. She's from some type of like small town in Georgia. Georgia could be significant for you. Something about George Ellen or Georgie Ellen or something like that. Something about Georgiana and something about someone who's a fake gym rat who was just stalking. But so this beautiful woman, blonde lady, but she had like this beautiful, I don't know, she just looked so beautiful to me. And she was a teacher for many years. And this crazy ass envious person who's a spoiled brat, they come from a very small town. And in this small town, I think her name was Susan. Susan, her family is very well connected. Very fucking corrupt, but very well connected. They brought false charges against this teacher. She was a teacher for almost 20 years. This energy was present the other day. Beautiful woman. You could just see it. You could, like, you would have to be very fucking blind and toxic not to see. So out of fucking jealousy, this woman brought false testimonies. She got her daughter and 2 other girls, including the teacher's own daughter, to testify that her mother, there was child molestation. 3 young females. For 2 years, they had to go through this bullshit fucking court case. Someone's a piece of shit. For some of you, there's something like that in the field. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Something about somebody who is in their feels because they're so fucking envious and prideful and suicideful. 2 years, they took this teacher through this fucking bullshit court case. She won the fucking court case. She won. If you sacrifice yourself, nobody, the hanged person, if you sacrifice yourself, like, nobody would fucking care. The hanged person. Over suicide? Fuck. For some of you, this is like career suicide. Like, after that woman, Susan, she was, people looked at her very disgusted because you put children through trauma with your bullshit lies about shit that never happened. You ruined a family because you could even see how beautiful that teacher was. She's like, I knew I couldn't rush my child to love me again because after everything we've been through, she testified against me. The child testified against her own mother because she was told, like, if somebody touches you in a certain way, this is almost like, you wash children, like you wash their ass. And it's like they took that out of context. Like, did she wash you in a certain way? And it's a whole fucking corrupt family. Somebody is tied to a fucking corrupt family. It's like they can't justify something. Somebody could have toxic ties. They made a mistake. Listening to somebody's fake soulmate. Kia soul, who is arrogant and out of control. Strength in the reverse, the sin of pride. Leo. And someone is very suicidal. Someone, because of their pride, they're unhealthy. So strength in the upright is you have a healthy ego. You know how to master your light and your dark. You know how to tame the beast within. You know how to be strong, but not overbearing. Someone can't take a mental breakdown they're going through. Someone could be a fake philanthropist. Someone could, like, again, this is like someone's tied to law enforcement for some of you. Someone's lawless. They think they're flawless. They're a piece of shit. Again, if you jumped in the grand scheme of life, they got to let something go. If you jumped in the grand scheme of life, you're no Heather from, I don't know. It's like you're no Samaritan. You're no blessing to humanity. You don't bring peace. You don't give reassurance that everything's gonna be okay. You're a fucking liar and a stalker. You have double standards. You point the finger to say that's the bad guy, but you've never made a fucking mistake in your life. Someone got energy like that. And they use the courts to condemn people. Or some type of, I'm getting again that female. Somebody could have been falsely accused of doing things to children that they never fucking did. You bring trauma, pain. You're fucking insane. I don't know, Karen. Someone could have like a Karen energy. You know how like the videos of Karen. Someone comes from a powerful family. Someone's a spoiled brat. So about the Pratts. Something about La Brat. Something about the Brat, like the rapper. Something about mercury poisoning. Someone wants to blame someone else for something about a murder-suicide. Something about infanticide. Six of Swords in the reverse. Something has to do with children or the innocent. Look at these two little children trying to move away from a storm. Somebody didn't want children to heal as well. There's a mistake here about using children, abusing children. Someone could, for some of you, I don't, Allie or Allison, I don't trust, some about Madison, some about Baddison, some about a blonde tarot reader. It's about a bird feeder. I don't trust this person. Six of Swords in the reverse over the Hanged person and the Two of Swords in the reverse. There were children dragged into something. Death. Scorpio. Reap what you have sown. Sacrifice in the reverse. Someone could not sacrifice someone using a bullshit story about children to a hierophant. Someone went, for some of you, to the courts. Something about somebody who lied and said you were an escort. But there's no evidence of someone being an escort. Somebody could have had somebody under some type of false investigation and used their political affiliations. An emotional manipulator. A fake friend. Okay. Who's lying every day, crying every day. Someone's a fake philanthropist here too. Like someone, this is not a good look because again, I'm getting like that lady from that small town in Georgia. It wasn't a good look. Everybody in the community was like the people that they recorded, like even at the courthouse, like the crying after that woman was found not guilty and the celebrations and even the interviews, like everyone cried. It's like, why would you even put people through this? Someone didn't care how it affected a whole community. Maybe someone thought like nobody would give a fuck because they would say something so horrible about another person. But it's like if the person is the polar opposite of what you're making up, that's a problem. People are gonna care. It's about Munich. People are gonna care. I cared for that lady. I fucking cried. I'm like this crazy ass fucking witch. A fucking Saturday sinner and Sunday fucking churchgoer. We come from a powerful family. You come from a fucking family of bullies. Who are thieves and liars. You rob happiness to get to the top. There was an oath that was taken. Under oath, someone lied. There was an oath. And this is someone who wanted to be the fucking bride, the pick. Now they're fucking suicidal. Warning. Someone's routine was to get a contract by germination. Oh, by stomping out your creativity. So somebody's routine was for them to get a marriage, a contract by stomping out your creative energy. By trying to point the figure eight, a figure skater, by condemning an innocent person and getting a bunch of people involved. The fake philanthropists that are gonna live a fucking Disney princess story in this energy. You sound like you're the fucking monster in the story. Abandonment in the reverse. A new beginning. Someone's not abandoning a new beginning. Something about for a zombie. Okay, yesterday zombies were present. For Saturday sinner and Sunday churchgoer, someone uses religion a lot to prove that they're a good person. Look at the bullshit they do behind the scenes though. Danger approaching. Something about somebody who was coaching someone on how to get an innocent person locked up. Reaching out first. This is dangerous for someone to reach out first to you. A third party situation. Someone who involved a third party or multiple third parties. They will reach out first. Someone who's going to end up in a hearse. It's about Curtis. It's about a courtesy call. It's about RuPaul. Something about in the fall, in the autumn. Something about somebody who was having a great fall. All right. We have, you will not be argument. You will be not, Bina. It's about Lena. You're not going to be argumentative. You are not going to argue with stupid. You're not going to argue with fucking liars. That's their toxic family dynamics that care to waste their time that way. I don't give a fuck about anything you got to say. I don't check for you. I'm not arguing with you. You're too stupid for me. Sincerely and respectfully, you're too stupid for me. If I don't argue with people that is like, I would actually love to, I mean, I like hearing your arguments, but we don't got time right now. If I don't have time to argue with fucking people that it would actually be inspiring, I definitely half do's. I don't have time to argue with you. Are we resolving something? Let's resolve it. If not, I don't have time to argue with you. Someone's too stupid for you, for some of you. Or a group of people, I don't give a fuck what their titles are. What their false idols are. For what? This is the energy that supports you right now. You want to take yourself out. What the fuck am I going to argue with you for? Let the bodies hit the floor. The fuck? What am I going to argue with you for? Protect the innocent, protect the children. You don't even know the basic lessons of life. What the fuck am I going to argue with you for? What the fuck am I going to argue with you for? Someone who finds euphoria in arguments, someone who gets high off of drama. I'm seeing someone lives like a prostitute. They're going to take a leap of faith anyway to try to argue with you. Someone who lives like a prostitute or is involved with a prostitute. The path ahead, adventures and choices. It's all about your choices. Eagerness, enthusiasm, and future potential. We got a Page of Swords. Someone's watching you. Ace of Books, music, sharing of knowledge and creativity. Someone's watching you create. Or for some of you, someone's watching you create. Something about create with your soulmate. Someone's watching you create in your soul's purpose. The fuck am I going to argue with you for? Do I have to call the cops on you? That man, I'm seeing that man in that video again. Fighting with that crazy ass. I mean, he didn't fight. He just ran away. But it's like, call the fucking cops, my love. Call the cops. And for some of you, someone's fucking toxic as fuck. False testimony. Lying under oath. Someone's a fucking piece of shit. The sin of lust. Someone fell into the sin of lust. The fuck does it have to do with me? I don't have time. I don't. You're busy. I'm busy too. The sin of lust left somebody, a leftist, straight to fucking hell. Straight to fucking hell. Someone's in a straight, I don't know, for some of you, if someone doesn't die, they can end up like in an insane asylum. They went right to hell with this fucking lust. The fuck does it have to do with me? Absolutely fucking nothing. You don't know how to make good decisions. And you work with a bunch of fucking crooks that don't know how to make good decisions, but are good people on the books. But they get promoted. Wow, something about somebody getting demoted, promoted into hell. I don't know. Someone could actually believe that this is the way. Somebody could be like a worshiper of evil. Like they could worship harming people. Somebody could have like a hedonistic tendencies. but like to the extreme. Like they believe they could do anything as long as they can get away with it and hide it. Like someone is a liar. They're not who they pretend to be. Double standards, double living galore. Yeah, they act like they can harm anyone, do anything they want to do. I'm telling you, all the sins. The sin of wrath, anger, rage, inability, incompetence, and conflict. Incompetence, stupidity, hello. Ignorance, hello. Prince of Books, dominance, overcoming challenges, and patience. You've turned your back on a situation to live your dream. The dreamer is very beautiful energy and you're protected. Sleep, dreams, visions, and inspiration. And something about grabbing your stomach. I don't know. Somebody could have tried to tie a spirit to your stomach for some of you, but now you're protected by that spirit. I am getting that. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Someone tried to send something to attach to your stomach, and instead it became your protector. So you have some type of being protecting you at night. Something about somebody who lives in a fucking inner fight and they can't sleep at night. You're not running away from your new beginning, from your destiny, from your path, from your purpose. If it's not a new beginning, you're not running away from what you're doing right now. Because this is your path. This is your road. And this has somebody else trapped. Someone's in prison. For some of you, you have somebody who is loyal to you behind bars right now. Oh my God. This isn't even supposed to be in here. Okay, for some of you, you have somebody that is in prison that's obsessed with you. And for some of you, someone could lead themselves to a mental, to an insane asylum because of their obsession with you or obsession with someone important to you. Or they could actually end up in prison. I am also seeing that female that freaking broke into that man's house. Someone's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Like, intrusive thoughts win every day. It's like, what the fuck? Intrusive thoughts for somebody win every fucking day. Someone has no intelligence. And it's something that could actually be fixed, but they don't want to. It's about Nix. It's about Nixon. We got love. We have love in your field. For some of you, I am getting like someone does love you behind bars. I have to tell you what I got to tell you. Someone's in prison. Again, I'm getting that Davis energy again. I dream of him from time to time. I haven't dreamt of him in a while, though. He's a protector. I love him. I loved him. Even in life, I loved him. Him and I never argued. We never had an argument. Him and I never had an argument. We never had a fight. I mean, his sister and I never really argued. I think there was only like one time that it was awkward between us. And I feel like I fucked up. But I had never argued with Vanessa. She was my favorite person. She was one of my favorite people on the planet for many years. I considered her my best friend. I don't know if she did for me because she had so many other people around her, but like she would say like, yeah, we're best friends. Like you're one of my best friends. But for me, she was my best friend for many years. I mean, again, I knew her since I was born, and our families were very like intermingled. And I loved her. I loved her. Sometimes I would watch her while she would sleep and I would play with her hair. She had really long, her hair was like down to here, long curly hair, and I would stretch it out and I would like play with her hair. She was so beautiful to me. She was obese for a while. And then when I found out like she had lost a lot of weight, I'm like, good for you. You look so beautiful. I mean, I always thought she was beautiful anyway. She was so beautiful to me. I loved her. I loved Vanessa. I loved her with my heart. I just loved her. I loved her from the start. Very few times did we ever had like disagreements. Like we never had like a fight or a fallout like that. And same thing with her brother. It never happened. Like, we never fought. It's just, so every time I dream of him, it's like always a blessing to me. Like, I welcome his spirit. He loved to dance bachata, and we danced a few times. Like, I would see him out from time to time. I loved the way he danced. He was really old school. He was just a beautiful person. For some of you, there's somebody protecting you that went to prison, or for some of you, someone died in prison. I have to tell you what I gotta tell you. Do not run away. When it comes to a caregiver, or someone who wants to take care of you, we have drugs or poison. For some of you, I am getting like someone could be very afraid of healthcare at this time because maybe someone's dealing with or has dealt with very shady people in the past. Just switch up your healthcare provider if you need to. Someone needs healthcare for some of you, I have to tell you. And for some of you, someone's fucking crazy. And they want to, they're suicidal. Someone has mental issues. They're criminally insane. I am getting like that guy with the Green Ranger. Someone needs help. Someone may be even afraid to go get help because of their demons. Someone needs help. If not, they will take themselves out. I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Again, are they the greatest person in the world? Absolutely not. They are not. It's like there's no need to lie. However, do they need support? And could they be rehabilitated if they had the right support? Yes. But they think of greed. Someone has all the deadly sins. Jesus. Someone has all the deadly sins. They will manifest a shit show again. They're a pervert and a stalker. Someone has all the deadly sins. The name Angel, the name Tavares could be significant. Something about Juarez. Someone's a pervert, a stalker. Someone has a lot of perversions. Just a messenger. Someone's trying to clean something up that they tried to hide. Something has to do with a landfill. Egotism. Boom. Okay. All right. Boom. Well, you can sleep at night. As long as you can sleep at night. Someone's trying to clean up. For some of you, I'm getting like, if someone gets, some of Black China, if someone gets the psychological support they need, they could clean this up. They could clean themselves up. But there's a lot of work to do for somebody. They don't have to go to the extreme. Something about I wanted you on my team. It's about Christine. It's like, let this bullshit go. Let this fucking bullshit go. We have the moon in the reverse. We have exposure. It's about Expelliarmus. We have exposure about, and we have closure for some of you. We have exposure about lies, about people with mental issues. The moon, especially in the reverse, does bring in mental instability. Things that people didn't want people to see, they have been exposed. Quincy. About someone's business dealings, about something that happened at work, about a bind, someone feels bound to something. When it comes to a conference, something's been exposed during a conference, about a meeting, about travels, because Seven of Wands in the Baraja is also long distance travels, about lies of a love bomber that arrived. Someone's a liar, a love bomber, a stalker. Someone got a lot of perversions in their soul. We have success when it comes to bringing balance and justice to a situation. After great injustices at the hands of people that are fake philanthropists. People will not be taking action to work with fake philanthropists that are actually fucking wicked as fuck. Okay. Lying Evie, Ivy. Lying every day, scrying every day, and fucking spying every day. For some of you, something about somebody that doesn't have the credentials that they say they have. It's about an old hag that lives like a prostitute. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Someone does not have the credentials they say they have. Someone's a liar. AI resume. Someone's a liar. Somehow playing with affirmations. There's a tarot that some channelers use, and something about some channelers abuse it. 0134, 20, and 21. For some of you, if you have tarots or you just brought yourself, you brought it. If you just did it. If you bought, somehow you just hit it. If you bought yourself a tarot, first and foremost, the energy you put on them, if you are ashamed of owning a tarot, that is not a good thing. You might as well just give it away or bury it. You cannot, it's not advised to burn tarots. It's actually better to go into the forest and bury them near a tree, and they'll know what to do with the energy. They are living, they're taking up a lot of energy. They send symbols. It's a living language. It's a symbolic language. It's not good to disrespect your tarots. You could even name your tarot if you wanted to. If you only have like one deck, I have a lot of decks. So, but I don't disrespect my decks. I like to keep them clean. I like to give them sun. I like to give them moon energy. You can't sage your tarots. You know how you know you can't sage your tarots? Do you want to know how you know you can't sage your tarots? Because look at the form of this tarot. Look at it. Do you see how it's bent? Do you see how this one's, the edges? They hold memory. That's all memory. The way it's shaped, the way the energy shaped it. For some of you, you get it. For others of you, that's okay if you don't. It is advised that you treat your tarots as kindly as possible. I've had this one for years. I rarely use this one, but I have this one for years. This one I just got. This one I've had for a while. This one I've had for years. For some of you, it's important because I think someone is pissing off spirits. Someone's mistreating the metaphysical objects that were entrusted to them. Something about Rosicrucian, something about a seal, a crest, a family crest. Someone can have like a family crest that was entrusted to them. And it's like having it, I don't know, like in dirty laundry. I am seeing like dirty laundry. Something about somebody who is money laundering. And they're going to want to pray to the ancestors for protection. But it's like how you treated that crest shows you a lot about how you live your life, how you treat life. You don't have the protection. Here we go with this. Here we go with people that fucking think they have protection they don't have. Here we go with people that think they have protection that they don't have. A hummingbird could be significant. Okay, I want to get some animals. It's about you and me, baby. I don't know. Somebody has a family crest. Or like a necklace or an heirloom that was handed down to them. And someone doesn't even know what the fuck that means. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Somebody just thinks of shagging like a rabbit. I don't know, something about mercury poisoning and the Mad Hatter. Wasn't the Mad Hatter in Alice and Wonderland, wasn't it a rabbit? Rabbits have been very present. Rabies. Somebody who has a Mercedes. It was bought by a parent or a parental figure. A white swan. The white swan was present yesterday. I got the white swan. I got another one. There was another one. Lemurs. The lemur could be significant. Lemurs. Something about the Lemurian. I don't know. Brazil, like a mine. Somebody could have rights to a mine. So they ran out of time, and someone who's going to do time in due time. I don't know. Something about like mines. When I was a child, I had a dream of, so in the Dominican Republic, there's a beautiful Larimar from the Dominican. It's so beautiful. And I had a dream that I was supposed to like I had inherited mineral rights, and I was supposed to protect the crystal mines. I don't know, crystal mines could be significant. So about crystal meth is coming in. Something about someone inherited rights to like mines or mineral rights. And it's like they're misguided, they're misusing, they're abusing, and they also pray to the ancestors. And it's about somebody who's secretly a child molester. It's like, you're doing everything wrong. I did it wrong. That's why I wrote you this song. Somebody could like to write songs. Some about Psalms. Some about a black book. Something about a spiritual thief, a spiritual crook. Someone is all types of an embarrassment to lineage. So at the line of scrimmage, football, NFL, the New England Patriots. Someone cannot be stubborn anymore. When it comes to a loss, they lost. Someone's lost protection. It's like, we ain't protecting you. You're out in the cold. You're out in the cold. I don't know who they're praying to. So about scrying, lying. This reminds me of an energy I picked up in the Spanish channel the other day. Someone can speak Spanish. Of someone, it's like they're praying every day, lighting candles every day. And they're even like going for like the strongest spirits, like los indios. If you're familiar with los indios, indio could be significant for you. Los indios are not liars. They have no need. It's about noni. It's about yoni steams. They have no need to do yoni steams. Like los indios are not liars. They're warriors. They're warriors. They're not afraid to speak their truth. They're not trying to bully anybody. They are warriors. They banish evil. How you praying when you're the evil one? To the indios for protection against who? Against yourself? Like, it's an abomination. Someone's an abomination. Someone's praying to like dos indios. Dos indios? I don't know. 5-cent Indians could mean something. Someone's trying to pray for something that's like, huh? Maybe someone's confused about their ancestry. Because I'm also getting that. Like, praying to people that don't even, it's like, I don't fuck with you. You haven't even cleaned up the energy enough for me to be able to even open up to fucking with you. Like, little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. There's a million other things that I'd rather fucking do. Go jump off a cliff, little stupid ass bitch. Off a waterfall. Maybe someone does need like a river bath or something. Little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Lost the support of, oh my gosh, the 21 divisions? RH, somebody could be RH positive. Like, it's not even in your bloodline. What the fuck are you doing? And on top of that, you're trying to use us to attack who we actually protect. This is what it feels like. 2 profile searches on LinkedIn. RH. The letters R or H. The number 13. Like, you're lucky we don't kill you. We don't fuck with you. Lost the support. Lost the hand. Someone could actually lose a hand. Someone's too stupid. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. 21 divisions. Lost the hand. Drumming. A drummer could be significant. La tambor. Someone speaks Spanish, but their Spanish is a little jacked up. El tambor. La escalera. Something about climbing the ladder. Someone thinks they're climbing the ladder. They're not fucking climbing the ladder. It's in the reverse. Someone thinks they're ascending or they're receiving downloads or they're getting something. 7, 21, and 29, 92, 12, 13, 31. So here we go with the fucking Tony winning. Tony won. A female in the upright who is something about diversity and inclusion, who's a blessing to this world. A female watching this, a female that's important to you, you in your feminine energy as a man or a woman, you're a blessing. You're protected. Your pregnancies are protected. Your new beginnings are protected. So somebody is someone who lost you, who was trying to get protection or trying to get support from the 21 divisions, if you know, you know, from Los Indios. Somebody could have gone to a spiritual practitioner. I'm hearing a spiritual practitioner say, like, you don't know how to let things go. Ooh, just got confirmation. Nick from your gym. Nick, the name Nick. Somehow in the nick of time. Somehow St. Nicholas. New York is important. Somebody could have gone to a practitioner in New York. Uptown Manhattan could be significant for you. 181st could be significant. 187th or 78. The rooster could be significant. Arrogance. Someone's greed. They were told, I don't see the Indios or any other deity showing up for this person. Someone is actually like, again, there are more important people to protect than you in this realm. People actually doing the work. Like Samantha, who's not a fucking jerk. Something about somebody who just spends all their time jerking off. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Someone who had no empathy. Beating the drum. Beating their meat. You see how God has a sense of humor? I love you, my lovies. Beating. They spend their time fucking beating themselves. Someone does a lot of, they're thinking they're doing sex magic. It's like, this is fucking tragic. Someone watches a lot of YouTube videos on how to manifest. Like, someone wants to force a manifestation. That's not going to work. And someone does not have spiritual protection doing this. I told you something's on a schedule. I told you something's on a schedule for some of you. Everything came in earlier for a reason, especially that poisoning. Someone has to let something go. When it comes to the 6 of Cups, a child, something from the past. Someone's trying to schedule like something from the past, a meeting in the past. Someone tried to schedule a judgment. 20. The number 20 is very important. 014743, remembrance, commemoration, and a reunion. Someone was trying to schedule a reunion. It's like, I can hold memory, but that doesn't mean that I need to reunite with it. Something about Wichita. We have a detective. We have evidence. We have investigation. We have proof. The number 55, 014808. Something about proof about Ruth. About someone's innocence or something that has to do with children or something from the past. Somebody was investigating something that happened in the past. Someone was proven innocent in a situation. There is no delirium when it comes to loss of a fake marriage or something that happened with a contract. Someone lost. If somebody was trying to also investigate like why a relationship or connection went wrong, people know why. They're not delirious about bad news. They're not delirious about someone doing crazy shit, stealing mail for some of you. They're not delirious about why someone lost something. When it comes to a toxic family group or dynamic or toxic parental figures, everybody here lost something. They need to stop stalking. A vow is broken. They have no spiritual support. I don't know who the fuck they're praying to. So they're praying about you, but I got this download the other day, but someone's fucking BBL is rotting every day. They don't pray about that. But they're praying about what to do about something that has nothing to do with them. Something about someone who thought you were doing voodoo on them, and something about someone who thought you were doing voodoo on Ben. You're not that fucking relevant. It's about you're not that innocent. And maybe someone thinks they're innocent and they're like, she's doing voodoo on me. Like, are you fucking delirious? Yeah, you are. It's not fated. Who are you doing readings on? What kind of spiritual support? Because it's in the reverse. Someone who lied and said you were a fucking escort. What spiritual support do you have by lying on an innocent person saying that they're doing something they're not doing? There's no spiritual commitment here. There's no nightmare. There's no ritual. There's no treasure. And someone's pissed off. You sound like a fucking idiot. A man, a group of men and women, or a group of women. They're too stupid. Like brute energy, caveman energy. And nobody cares. The ancestors don't care. God doesn't care. It's about careless whisper. It's about CRISPR. All rituals backfired. All rituals returned to source to... It's like somebody wants to know where their magic is going. Nowhere, you fucking crazy ass. Go get help. Wasting time, energy, effort. You know how many people are starving? It's not Marvin. You know how many people are starving? Go fucking buy food for somebody that needs it. Go sit outside with a fucking tree and get some downloads. Clear your energy. A fake sweetheart. Pretending to be good. I told you, everybody thinks people don't think they're a sweetheart anymore. Someone's a fucking liar. They're seen as a fucking fake sweetheart who pretends to be good, but they're actually a fucking monster. Again, I'm seeing the clip from the Dominican. Jump! What are you scared of? Jump! You ain't no Ben from fucking the soup kitchen who's getting paid minimum wage just to make sure other people eat. Like, that ain't you. I don't know if somebody's trying to make themselves sweeter than they are. It's like, you're actually a fucking monster. You're fucking Veronica that stalks every day, lies every day, and spies every day. That's what the fuck you are. You're fucking Angel that got mental issues and lives like a fucking prostitute and mistreats good people and then lies about them. That's who you are. You ain't no fucking saint. Nobody gotta do magic on you. You're a piece of shit. And you don't have support from the spiritual realm. You can't trap somebody out for greed. You can't make someone your fuck buddy. You can't make an empress or an emperor your fuck buddy. You're a piece of shit. Nobody got to do ritual work on you. There is evidence of you being a piece of shit. As above, so below. The spirits know. The spirits don't want to fuck with you. You were trying to harm an innocent person. You lied and slandered an innocent person. Someone that was really good to you. Like, what the fuck? Somehow Tony did too. You're a fucking bully. You ain't no sweetheart. You're no victim. You're a bully. There's evidence. It's not Providence. 0152, 57, 58. Someone was trying to make themselves a victim. It's like, you're a monster, homie. You ain't got no gift. There's no blessing coming in. You wanted to steal someone's gifts? Toxic parents involved? You wanted someone homeless? You wanted to destroy a Noah's Ark? It's like blessings from who? I don't know. Somebody's getting really bad karma. Like really bad karma. Really bad karma. It wasn't anything good. It wasn't merit making. God didn't tell you to do what you were doing. God told you to go the other way, but you chose to approach it every single day. Something about somebody who wanted to coach you on what to do. It's about Rwanda. It wasn't good, it wasn't human, and it wasn't moral. It's in the reverse. Everything is in the reverse. So somebody who's going to end up in a hearse, it was in the reverse. Or somebody wanted you in a hearse. 0154, 07, 08, 64, 46 could be significant for you. God was warning someone. There's a whole group here under a delusion that they were under the guidance of a spirit. Which spirit, though? Los Indios. For some of you, Indios. Native Indians. Okay, Indians. And for some of you, Native Americans. Someone was under the impression that they were getting divine guidance. The 21 divisions. And God's saying, no. Nothing that you're talking about is going to happen. Someone was telling fake prophecies over your life. They did this out of greed. They did diddler. A diddler did something out of greed. Someone who's molested a child. They don't even follow the basic lessons. Protect the children, protect the innocent. They abuse the children and they try to abuse the innocents and make themselves the victims of something they're not. There's no blessing for them. Someone's wondering, like, am I protected from Baba? Who's protecting you? Because God told you to stop this, but you didn't want to. Ta-da! God told you not to persevere. Something about someone who was using terms of endearment as like passive-aggressive attacks. God told you to stop. Perseverance in the reverse. Somebody who's a dirty cop. Someone was being manipulated by a dirty cop. God told you to stop. A cuckold, a man who gets cheated on all the time. So someone's bitter because they can't control their wife, but they're going to try to control somebody else. Something about putting about face. Something about putting an innocent person in prison for someone who's fucking two-faced and a cheater. So about a man eater and something about a man beater. Someone even gets beaten at home. I told you somebody wanted someone homeless, roofless. And for some of you, I told you someone's going to end up homeless. I'm seeing someone living in a landfill. I don't know why they would choose that out of all things. Their pride. Somebody's going to go from being like a decorated officer to this. And something about living in a landfill or near a landfill. There will be no compromise. Wow. Holy cow. Because God said to stop the protest, but they didn't want to. They wanted to say it with their chest. It's like, but for what? Like, what are you proving? What is there to prove here? You like to abuse the innocent and you like to be greedy. I don't know. The 7 deadly sins were present, so, and the river to hell. So I need help. No, God told you, I'm helping you now. Stop. You dirty cop. Stop. I need help. No, you're about to need help, but no one's going to come to your rescue. Ta-da! And someone's RH. It has to do with their lineage, their blood type. Somebody could say like they're Native American. You know the 5 cent Indians, but they're not. They're not Native American. Someone is, they come from a long line of bullies that haven't done the work. Just a messenger. It's like they were chosen by their ancestors to save the lineage, and they failed. They lost. It's about push it to the limit. Rick Ross. They pushed it to the limit. Well, until very soon, you know what it is. Stay well. Peace, my lovies.